It's been a long today we're doing a regular stream. That's why I say it's been a while. You know what I mean? We haven't done a regular stream probably since the World Cup, right? Yes, we haven't done a regular stream probably since the World Cup. And there's so much things going on. So much Arsenal business going on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So much Arsenal business going on. And we need to talk about some Arsenal business. Arsenal business, our business. Everybody know that though. You know what I mean? Big up, big up. This is Riley's World, and we are here. We are here. We are here to talk about transfer. Lots of transfer rumors going around. So much transfer rumors going around. And it's a must that we have to talk about transfer. Toxic in the building, toxic argument. What's going on? Transfer is a rumor, is what's going on. Transfer. Arsenal talk. Yeah, that is it. Let's do some Arsenal business. You know what I mean? We have neglected our club long enough, taking care of World Cup business. Well, tonight, it's not a World Cup mood. We may talk a little bit about some of the games, but that's about it. World Cup game on live in the background as well. Yeah, it's on live over there too. But we ain't trying to do the World Cup. We're just trying to do Arsenal. And lots of rumors circulating, lots of rumors speculating, and all of the lating and eating and all of them. So, you know what I mean? Pretty much rumors are flying around left, right, and center. Arsenal have made no concrete signing as yet. So the only thing we have to work off of is rumors. And it's understandable. You know what I mean? Arsenal do this to us every year. We kind of get used to it. Every year, we watch every other team run out of the blocks, sign players left, right, and center, while we have to wait on Arsenal. And Arsenal do this no matter who is running the show. You know what I mean? Because Berta is running the show this time around, and it just seemed to be the same kind of business. You know what I'm saying? Seem to be the same kind of business. So what can I say? It must be an Arsenal thing. It must be an Arsenal thing. Because Alberta can't come adopt the same principle where what's his name had before. You know what I mean? So it must be the way Arsenal conduct their business. They probably just don't like to move fast in the market. They probably just like to relax themselves and just hold on and wait. But that's what's going on right now. They are holding on and they are waiting on the whole situation. Japan just score people. As I said, the match is in the background. So what can I say? You know? Antfon said hi. Hi, Antfon. Um, so we're here to talk about some rumors, and that's all there is, people. Rumors. Arsenal have made no signing, so it really and truly is just rumors, right? And I want to talk. I want to start with the sweetest one, though. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk with the sweetest rumor there is around, which is I don't understand why people would think something like this will be true. You know what I mean? Fascinating still, but it is not. I don't think it is true. The rumors that is surrounding the situation with Victor Yakares and Julian Alvarez swap deal. All right, let's break this down a little bit. So we just buy Victor Yakares fee, what, about 60 million, 50 something million, something like that, right? In spent a season at Arsenal so far, right? He spent a season at Arsenal so far, pretty much our top goal scorer, which is fantastic. He's a out and out number nine. He's an out and out striker. That's a striker that we've never had before. Well, haven't had this season or for a long time. We pretty much had a false nine kind of striker for a while, and we were on the market for strikers last season. We weren't in any rush. We chose, we select, and Victor Yakares was the one that we selected. He was the one that came out victorious in the selection. Um, Toxic said, "My question is Alvarez and Yakares talk true?" Okay, that's what we're breaking down right now. Julian Alvarez went to Barcelona from Manchester City. My thing is that he pretty much didn't fancy England. You know what I mean? And he probably wanted to leave. He went. Holland came in, and his game time was going to be limited, restricted, and he never won that. He never won that. So him leave. He went to Atletico Madrid, became a star over there. Okay. Uh, in the summer right now, he has an option, or he wants to move, right? He wants to move. My guess is this: well, Atletico Madrid probably ain't gonna win nothing, in his eyes, and he wants to go to somewhere where he probably can, you know what I mean? When probably can grow up, grow better, grow into a bigger giant than he really is. He's a little guy, but he's a giant of a little man. You know what I mean? So that's the situation with him. Um, when you look at Julian Alvarez, when I look at Julian Alvarez, take away, pretty much when I look at Julian Alvarez, I see Gabriel Jesus. You know what I'm saying? And I think we're moving from the all-round kind of striker in the false nine situation that is there. Um, we have Victor Yacarez, which is an out and out number nine. We have our midfield players who play that Gabriel Jesus role. We have Kai Havertz and all of that. And as far as I see, is Julian Alvarez is just gonna come and fit in to that same scenario that we are moving from. We're growing. He's a fantastic striker. That's not the point. But my Real Madrid bid 150 mil for Julian Alvarez, and Atletico Madrid laugh in their face, right? Barcelona bid over 100, and they told them no. They rejected outright. How is it that a swap deal gonna be make sense? How is it that a swap deal gonna make sense for Julian Alvarez trading Victor Yacarez, which is valued at about $60 million, right? With $50 million in cash. That's pretty much them losing money. You get what I'm saying? The valuation that other clubs is paying more in cash, in cash, than a player cash swap deal. You know, so my thing is this. I don't see where that is there's any truth to that. Arsenal just bought Victor Gyökeres, and I honestly don't think Arsenal want to move on from him. He scored 21 goals this season, and he didn't have a fantastic season. He did not. So with his first season underneath his belt, and he's now champion in his first season as well at Arsenal. I am thinking that he has a point to prove still, because there's a lot of doubt. There was a lot of doubt. There's been a lot of doubt, and there's still a lot of doubt. And I'm sure he wants to make those doubt. He wants to turn those doubt into believers, those doubters into believers. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Victor Gyökeres next season, and I don't think he's going anywhere. To be honest with you, I think Arsenal is going to add to the quality that they have already. Okay, Scott is in the house. Big up Scott. Big up Scott. Big up Samuel. Big up Samuel. Big up everybody in the chat. Make sure you guys like the stream, like it. Toxic said, "Why is Atletico Madrid laughing at big giants? Do they want like a ridiculous amount of money for Julian Alvarez?" Well, I think they're laughing at I think they don't mind selling him, to be honest with you, but I think they do mind selling him to Real Madrid or Barcelona, just because they are direct rivals, and the Real Madrid situation is too close for comfort. It's like us selling our best player to Tottenham. Well, that will never happen. Sorry, let me reverse that. It's like Tottenham selling their best players to player to us. Yeah, that's more realistic. We have to be real with the whole situation, right? Yeah. So it's like Tottenham selling their best player to us. You know what I mean? Which we did take away the captain. You know, we're just a bigger club. That's it. It is whatever. You know what I mean? But that's the scenario I'm telling you about. They don't want that. They don't want to strengthen their rival to be stronger than they already are. You get me? So I think that's the situation that's going on there. They're direct rival. This Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid. So they didn't just laugh at them. They laugh at them, and they prove some points that they probably wanted to say for a long time and all of that. So yeah, that's just one of the rumors that are taking center stage. Um, let's talk about Manga. Manga. Yeah, one of the manga. So Arsenal have sent their first official bid to Leicester City, which was denied. Typically, y'all know transfer work, right? The first bid are gonna normally always get sent back, especially when the player is very talented, you know what I mean? And you probably think you have option, in selling him and all of that, even if you don't. So whenever a team send a first bid, it's normally going to be rejected, which was the situation. Uh, they're looking for a certain money for their talent, and it's a fantastic talent. My thing is this: I think Arsenal need to be fast in what they do and just spend. I'm not one of them fan who is gonna be saying Arsenal is overpaying for this player or Arsenal is overpaying for that player. I don't care, man. You know what I mean? To be honest, I don't care. I just want the player in, and I just want them to do well so we can win trophies. It's been a long drought, and I really don't want to see us in that position ever again. So the situation where we are right now, where Arsenal is building from the back pretty much to the front. When I say from the back, I mean Arsenal is building from the whole situation of youngsters coming straight up into the first team. So we should be comfortable when we reach at a certain situation. Happy Father's Day to you, Toxic and Riley. Big up yourself, man. Appreciate it, Scott. Thank you. Thank you. Uh, Toxic, thanks, Scott. Not a father, but big up, Riley. Happy Father's Day. Blessed, man. Appreciate it, bro. Uh, who has more control and say in the transfer? The owner, the coach, or even? I think everybody does have an equal say in those situations. The owners are the purse. The coach is the one that probably pretty much identify the target, along with the director, which is Berta, and Berta is the one that go out there and execute it. So I think it's a collective effort in making sure that shits are done. I think it's a very collective effort, and everybody really has a say in getting it done, so to speak. I'm not staying all night, so I'm gonna just keep on going through what I have here to go through. All right. Yeah, as I said, I'm done a transfer talk or a Arsenal talking a little bit. Let's go to the situation of Barcola. Barcola seems to be a name on every single Arsenal list. Some like him, some hate him, some undecisive. Um, he's a fantastic talent. He showed that when he came on in the World Cup. Pacey, pacey, pacey talent. It's like another Martinelli on our hand with pace and all of that. A little bit younger than Martinelli because people tend to forget that Martinelli is still just a kid. You know what I mean? He's about what, 23 years old, 24, somewhere there. Barcola is what, 22. So they're not far apart from each other as far as age is concerned. They both have similar problems in terms of finishing. They both have similar abilities in terms of speed. That's the situation that we're at right now. Is Barcola ceiling a little bit further than Martinelli right now? It seems so. Martinelli is a bit older than Barcola, and he's been at Arsenal for a long time. And in my opinion, Martinelli stopped growing like 2, 3 years ago. You get me? Martinelli stopped growing like 2 years ago, and that's the situation. That's where I am worried about Martinelli in that situation. Do I want to see Martinelli go? No. I think a change of position is what is needed for Martinelli to get back to his best. Martinelli is a natural striker to me. And if we're going to sell Gabriel Jesus, my thing is this: we need to replace Gabriel Jesus with a Martinelli. So instead of we going out in the market to find a replacement for Gabriel Jesus, we have one right there. All we need to do is move him over into his current position. Buy Barcola, replace like for like, sell Trossard, replace him with Tonali. What's that? So what was that player from Bordeaux? Yes, the player. Y'all. I don't. His name is slipping me right now, but yeah, that player, right? And our left situation should be solved. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's where I see that situation right now. People saying that it's Barcola or Rogers, and I will disagree with y'all. I don't think it's Barcola or Rogers. I think it's Barcola and Rogers, because not Martinelli, Captain Martin Odegaard, future is pretty much in discussion right now at Arsenal, and what is going on with the captain, right? The captain physicality seems to be kind of shaky. You know what I mean? Is the Premier League too much for him right now? And all of that. These are some things that are in question. He's been in and out of form for a little bit. He's been on the injury table a lot as well. Me, I personally give up on the captain as much as I like him, because I do like Martin Odegaard. You know what I mean? Fantastic player. Fantastic player. I'm not saying that, hey, sell the guy. But at the end of the day, a talent like that is going to be wasted on the bench. So the best thing to do is probably sell him. My captain, and who has been my captain for a little bit right now, is Declan Rice. Declan Rice is my captain, and is a person that I think should lead Arsenal towards the future and into the future. You know what I mean? Declan Rice was tailor made for this team. Tailor made for this team, right? He has the leadership quality, he has a drive, they listen to him. Declan Rice is just made to captain Arsenal. And I think that tough decisions have to make. It is what it is. If you want to stay at the top, you can't be soft at the top. If you want to stay at the top, you have to make the decisions that are not popular, the decisions that a lot of people will disagree with. You know what I mean? But if you want to rule your kingdom, you got to be ruthless. You got to be fearful. You got to make people fear you. You get me? And I think the situation with Martin Odegaard need to deal with is the captain that left the trophy that has been eluding us for 22 years. So I understand it's not easy. I understand it's not easy, but it needs to be stripped off the captain. You know what I mean? The truth is the truth. And that's my personal opinion. I like Declan Rice as the captain. Declan Rice to me was the one that was carrying this team and has been carrying this team for the past 2 years, both on and off the field. When we were down out at Manchester City, when they beat us and everybody thought it was all done and over, who was the one that lifted the fan spirit? Who was it? It wasn't Martin Odegaard. You know what I mean? It was Declan Rice when the camera caught him saying, "We are not done." When we got defeated at Manchester City, I thought that shit, this is it. I'm hurt. We're done. When Declan Rice was caught saying we are not done, all that went through the window. I got my belief instantly. I started believing again. You know what I mean? So you need somebody that can carry this team that the fans and players listen to. If Martin Odegaard talk right now, I don't even listen, man. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? But when Declan Rice is talking, I pay close attention. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, we're the fans. We are important. So don't think because we're not playing is not important. We are important. You get me? Um, Toxic said they need to ask Declan Rice who he wants to transfer to the club. That's a fact. You know what I mean? That's a fact. But I think the captain normally probably get a hint of what's going on and probably gets a say. He don't makes a decision, but I think they probably communicate with captains about what's going on. And not only captains, star players. Because I think people like Saka and Declan Rice should know what's going on as far as transfer is. You know what I mean? I would assume that is. Um Hit them like button, people. Hit them like button. You know what I mean? Hit those likes. We're talking about our business, which is Arsenal business. Yes. Um, so after mentioning the situation with Captain Martin Odegaard, we go now to the Rogers situation. Now, I honestly don't think Rogers is being buy for a left winger. Rogers is a player that play drift mostly inside. Roger is a 10. Let's just not go around the bushes. Roger is a 10 and he's gonna be treated like one. Um he's definitely on the market and other clubs are definitely interested in Rogers. And of Arsenal stated that Rogers is only interested in Arsenal Football Club, and that's a plus. You know what I mean? Chelsea been calling non-stop, just trying to make a pitch, just trying to get Rogers just to listen to their pitch. And the answer is no. Arsenal, Arsenal, Arsenal. You know what I mean? It's like the same thing that happened with Victor Gyökeres. Did y'all know that Victor Gyökeres and agent? No, sorry, not the agent. The club and Manchester United had an agreement for Victor Gyökeres. Yes, they did. Went behind Victor Gyökeres' back and made an agreement to sell him to Manchester United, but the player said no. It's Arsenal, Arsenal, Arsenal. That seems to be the situation right now with Rogers. Rogers only wants Arsenal. And for him to only want Arsenal, Arteta has to pitch a clear view, a clear idea of what he wants from Rogers, what he wants Rogers to do, what are his expectations of Rogers signing for the club. And I honestly feel like the reason why Captain Martin Odegaard's future is so much in the air is because Rogers is coming. And the fact that we are in to signing a striker, sorry, a midfielder, a player like Rogers, that simply means that hey, something is up. Somebody, some big profile name is going to leave. A lot of speculation is there. A lot of people thinking that it might just be Martin Odegaard. Toxic said we stole Victor. Well, actually, we didn't steal Victor, man. Victor stole his way to us. He didn't want to go nowhere. I just honestly think that Victor Gyökeres wanted to play with Gabriel and Saliba. I don't think he wanted to do. I don't think he wanted to play against them anymore. Honestly, I don't. Yeah. Where would Odegaard go? Back to Norway? No, I think Spanish football would suit Odegaard. Italian football probably no. They tackle hard over there. You know what I mean? But I don't think Spanish football will suit Odegaard. So probably one of them lesser Spanish teams. Um, Probably Atletico Madrid will suit him. You know what I'm saying? Probably Como. Now Como is in Italy, right? Yeah, Como is in Italy. But probably can go to Como. Who knows? Um, yeah, Cesc Fabregas is over there. So yeah, so that's the situation. I think that Rodgers is being bought to play as a 10, and I think Rodgers is a total swap for Captain Martin Odegaard. I don't know if it's going to be this season or it's going to be next season that Martin Odegaard leaves the club. But I honestly don't see Martin Odegaard being at the club behind next season. I think if he stays this season, it's going to be his last season. We're building a dynasty. We're building a club that's going to be rulers for years, years. And if you look at the transfer business that we're doing with the youngsters, you know what I mean, we're trying to make sure that we change easily without seamlessly. We just want to change easily in and out just like that. So and it also save us some money in the transfer market. I think we're trying to build from the back, as I mentioned earlier in the stream. I think we're trying to build from the back we're trying to make sure that every player that we have, there's a replacement coming from the under 21s to replace them when it's time for them to leave. You know what I mean? And that's how I see Arsenal operating. I'm not saying that we're not going to go out and buy a big name player or anything like that. We might still do occasionally, but I really see our under 21 or under 18 are just the academy kids. I see the academy kids being our shopping ground in the near future because we're going to have abundance of talent in that academy waiting to get into the first team and explode. That's what I think about this whole situation right now, to be honest with you. What we're going to do for our right back situation, we seem to have two big problems coming in and out. Yeah, our right back situation is really a serious problem. With Ben White, just can't seem to be injured, just can't seem to be injury free, and Timber right now struggling, and because of that, he has to miss the World Cup. So we definitely do have a right back problem. I don't know what the club plans to do, whether it will be um, selling Ben White to get in a right back or just get in a right back um, to just make sure that we at least have a right back to start the season. Because with Ben White being fit, I don't see where he goes. I don't. I actually do not see where he goes. So, yeah, that's a situation that needs to be fixed, and we're keeping a close eye on that to see what is going to be done and what needs to be done. People, remember, please go ahead and like the channel. Um, yeah, like the channel. So, did I miss anything? Did I miss anything? Japan is leading um, by 1 goal so far. It's not a watch along, but we're just catching up because I'm about out of here. Yeah, I'm about out of here for the night. Just wanted to do a little bit of talk, just for a little while, and all of that. Toxic, how you feeling, man? How you feeling? It's a pleasure. We did a show today where we did a call in. Matty was online today calling in, and Matty called in, and me and Matty was talking to you guys on the stream. You missed it, um, but you know, it was the test run. We wanted to see how it worked out. We need to make some tweaks so we can make it better. But we have some plans. We have some things that we're gonna do to make our channel better. Toxic. You know what I mean? We're going into the future, man. We are doing it. I watched the stream most of it. I heard Matty's voice. Okay, yeah. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to improve. We're trying to improve. I'm going to do a stream where I have all you guys coming together on it. Uh, well, the video that's posted. What video? Guys, remember to like the stream, guys. Like the stream. Give us a like. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up. Um, we're waiting patiently for Arsenal to actually start doing actual business so we can be comfortable. Okay. You get post. It don't get posted as a live. I know it get posted over the live section. Well, that's how it is layout in my category. Yeah. But yeah, I need to figure out how I can make it better. I want to make it better. You know what I mean? I want to make it better. Yeah, I really do want to make it better. A lot of people tend to go for big stars, to come on their streams and do and this and that. But you guys are the one that build this channel. So I'm gonna keep on sticking with you guys and making you guys more a part of what we're doing and all of that. So Riley's World is a channel that everybody knows. As much subscribers as we have, everybody knows each other at some point, right? And I want to make it even better. You know what I mean? Make it even better. Japan is 2. Tunisia is 0. So yeah, Japan seems to be turning up a bit. Yeah, so I want to make it better with us going forward. You know what I mean? Use us still to push and build this channel and make it better. That's what I want to do. So I appreciate my community so much. I appreciate the community a lot. And I want to make sure that you guys are more involved in what we do also. So yeah, that's the idea. Um, a character or so. I know I have to use the StreamYard app to do that. Was I using the StreamYard today? Yeah, I think I was using the StreamYard. I think I was using the StreamYard. But yeah, I'm gonna get it better. I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna figure it out. It may take a little bit, but we're still not gonna ease up. We're just gonna keep on doing what we're doing, and while we're pushing forward. All right. Animation are what people are drawn to. Yeah, we'll figure it out. If you have any ideas, um, let me know. Right, I'm gonna create our group soon. I'm gonna create our group soon. So yeah, let me know so we can do it. You know what I mean? We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it, man. I say you're not fixing it right because nothing is broken. We're just making the experience different as we go on. I like that. I like that. Definitely so. Definitely so. Try to make the experience better and brighter. Yeah, I appreciate that, Toxic. I appreciate that. So yeah, that's what we're doing. We are tweaking our experience as we go along, as we tread this journey. You know what I mean? As we tread this journey. As we tread this journey and we get prepared for World Cup 2030, we're gonna be there. So yeah, yep, we're gonna be there in live and color, live and live in color. So that is it. But yeah, that's what we're doing. And we're gonna work aggressively towards perfecting it and getting it together. You know what I mean? I have some different ideas as well, especially for the league when the league starts. It's gonna be fire. It's gonna be fire. Trust me, it's gonna be fire. So yeah, it's gonna be fire. But I will contact you and I'm gonna create a group probably tomorrow. When I guess I'm gonna create a group probably tomorrow. So I'm gonna start it tomorrow. And we will see. So we can butt heads and make this experience sweet and push forward in making this channel one of the best out there. You know what I mean? We started from nothing, you know. We started from nothing. You know what I mean? And we're taking our time going forward. So we will be all right. You know what I mean? I appreciate the love, I appreciate the support as always. Always, always, always. You know what I mean? Watch along tomorrow. What games do we have tomorrow? I have no idea. Let me see what games we have tomorrow. I'm gonna try to make sure that I do at least one game. At least one game per day if I can do all. Spain is the ideal game to bring, but that's early. Belgium and Iran, Uruguay, Cabo Verde, New Zealand and England. I don't know. I don't know. I might carry the Belgium, Spain. No. I'm not sure which game I'll be able to carry tomorrow. I might just do a live tomorrow again. Just a regular live. Might just do a regular live tomorrow. Um, for Monday, we have France and Iraq. Definitely be carrying that one. Definitely carrying France and Iraq game on Monday. So yeah. And Tuesday, definitely carrying England game. Definitely carrying England game. Tuesday is the missus' birthday, so I won't be able to do nothing more. I beg and I plead for that. I asked, please. And then she felt sorry for me and said, okay. Yeah. Are you off tomorrow? Monday I work extra shift, 5 hours. Tuesday I'll be here. Okay, yeah, you're normally off on Tuesday. May you normally have the same day off. Yeah, so Tuesday I'll bring that game. Wednesday, what game do I bring Wednesday? Brazil, of course. Brazil at 5. Yeah, Brazil at 5. So yeah, we're gonna do it. We're bringing at least one game per day. At least. Sometime I bring 2 or 3, but at least one game. And I'm gonna start to see if I can bring in back my shorts. I haven't done a shorts in a while, and I haven't done a regular live in a while. So yeah, um, it's just a lot. It's a lot. Trust me, it's a lot. And I'm trying to fit everything in. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not complaining. I'm only one person, but I still, yeah. But we will do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Toxic. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. We will keep in touch. We will, you know what I mean? Yeah, we're gonna make the damn thing work. So catch y'all in a bit. Appreciate everybody for staying. Appreciate Toxic for staying right through as usual. You know what I mean? And we will see you tomorrow again. We will see you tomorrow again. Tuesday is a holiday. I'm off tomorrow. I don't know, man. I don't get the offs on holidays. Tuesday's a holiday for real? Yeah. Riley, managing a household and a YouTube community is commitment. I appreciate you and your family. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, Toxic. I swear, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, Tuesday is her birthday. Her birthday is on Tuesday. As I said, she grant me a little permission to do the England game. So, you know what I mean? I don't even want to talk too loud about it. So I'm going to take it with both hands. That's probably the only thing I get to do Tuesday. I might be able to push out a few shorts. Who knows? I don't know. You know what I mean? T Bond said, what's your opinion on signing Barcola? I think Barcola would be a good signing. I think Barcola would be a fantastic signing. I am looking forward to us signing Barcola. You know what I mean? A lot of people is mistaking this whole situation that we need to sell Martinelli, but I'm actually looking forward to signing Barcola and keeping Martinelli. I just want to move Martinelli in a more central position, in a centre forward position. But Barcola is definitely one that's on my radar and also on Arsenal radar. So I don't think that it's going to be a problem. I think Arsenal is looking to prepare a bid to present to PSG for him. As we all know that the transfer Barcola contract is in question because PSG haven't offered him one yet, or they can't come to any agreement on one yet. So something has to give. Also, guys, don't forget the Real Madrid situation. Also, Arsenal is keeping a keen eye over on Real Madrid because with the amount of players that Real Madrid is buying, some players have to leave, and that is a fact. I don't think Jose Mourinho is going to fancy um, Vinny and what's his name at the same time. I do not think Jose Mourinho will fancy both of them. So I think one of them will leave. Are we will we be in contention to get a Vinny Jr. if he leave? I don't know. The club have to be ambitious and know that they want. You know what I mean? So yeah, y'all know we ain't gonna sign Vinny and Barcola now. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying we need to put ourselves in the best position to get one of these top players. You know, we definitely need to put ourselves in the best position to get one of these top players. Yeah. Dear Monday, Liverpool has bid for him. They told Liverpool no, and the situation is Liverpool is going to put themselves in the situation. So everybody's looking to strengthen. You know, what I mean, everybody's looking to strengthen, and Arsenal has been patient, but I don't think Arsenal patience mean that they're not looking or opening their eyes to look for top talents. I don't think that's their patient means that they're not looking. I think they already identified their targets. I think they're working on it in the background. I also think that they have their eyes out for other talents, and I think this World Cup um, is where they're going to utilize that. Just a lot, you know. What I mean, just a lot. Taxi said, "I'm telling you, Riley, I have a good feeling about Martinelli potential. He reminds me of a Vinny Jr. that hasn't been corrupted by the fame." Martinelli love Arsenal. You know what I mean? He's humble and he love Arsenal. And he says it, he echoes it. He always said that he wants to retire at Arsenal. So persons who are talking about Martinelli being homesick and this and that, England is Martinelli home. Arsenal is Martinelli home. You know what I'm saying? Big up Nikolai. Big up Nikolai. How you feeling, Nikolai? You know what I mean? Arsenal is Martinelli home. You know what I mean? I think that they need to find a way to get the best out of Martinelli. I watched Martinelli play for Brazil yesterday and it was fire. You know what I'm saying? He was fire because it was on the attack like all the time. When Martinelli defensive, he wasn't doing a lot of defensive work yesterday. He defends because I think he's a part. I think is second nature. You know what I mean? So he does defend, but he was mostly in the attacking third in that Brazil game, and he was fire. The post, he sent through Henry a couple times. That's the Martinelli that we saw break through Arsenal team. You know, so I think a change of position is what is really really needed from Gabby Martinelli for him to kickstart. You know what I mean? Pick up where he left off about 3 years ago, and yeah. Yeah, so I'm not really into selling Martinelli, to be honest with you. I don't mind selling Trossard. As fantastic as I think he is, I don't mind selling Trossard. And I mean, I replacing him with a younger version. You know what I mean? But I rather move Martinelli than selling. That's just how I feel. Yeah. So to answer your question, is Barcola is a definitely yes for me. Definitely yes for me. You know what I mean? I want him. You know what I mean? I think we should bolster our attack. You know, and I think he is a fantastic talent to help us to do that. Fantastic talent. So I'm looking forward. It's every season we look forward to the transfer window, and every season we're the last one to start doing transfer. And I mean, even when we're the champs right now, and we're still the last one to start doing transfer. And I don't understand why. You know what I mean? Why do we have to suffer like this throughout the transfer window? I mean, when it's good because I know it's gonna come. The greatness is gonna come, and we're gonna sit and we're gonna laugh, or we're gonna jump, or we're gonna rejoice. You know what I mean? But give us something along the way to feel a little bit ease now. You know what I mean? Ease us a little bit, man. Give us something. Give us something. Even manga will do good right now. His first bid was rejected. You know what I mean? And all of that. Even manga will do good right now, man. Just give us something to just feel grateful about. That's all we're asking. But anyway, I trust in these people that are at the club right now that are steering this ship right now because they steered us to a Premier League title. You know what I mean? They steered us to a Champions League final. So they can do nothing wrong in my book right now, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? I actually give them total control and I'm just trusting the process in whatever they see fit for this club. You know what I mean? I am trusting the process. I am not gonna lie. It's the first time I totally give in whatever the club is doing. The first time I totally give in. I'm still gonna have an opinion if they buy some shit player. I ain't gonna lie. But for right now, I'm totally on board, man. Totally on board. So I'm just waiting to see what is happening. We need these things to start happening. Arteta need to hurry up and come off holiday. I think when Arteta come off holiday, I think everything gonna start moving. You know what I mean? Automatically, everything just gonna start moving. You know what I mean? That's what I think. So yeah, Bergkamp in the building. Big up Dennis Bergkamp. Just arrived home from work. Dennis Bergkamp, make sure you go over to the Riley's World Instagram and drop your number in there for me, okay? Drop your WhatsApp number over in the Riley's World Instagram for me, all right, Dennis? We did a show today where we did a call in today, a call in show. We're stepping up and we're moving. We're getting better. So we did a call in show today. I had Matty as the guest today, as the guest of honor. Everybody else was at work and busy and all of that, you know what I mean? So I had Matty calling today and we were chatting. Um, and y'all could hear him and all of that. So yeah, so that's the situation that happened today. As I said, going into the new season, we're gonna be fire. You know what I mean? We're gonna be hot. We are moving in some awesome direction. And you have to bear in mind when people see what we're doing, we're gonna be copied, but it's okay. It's okay. Big up Sansu. Sansu for hello Gunners. Yeah, hello Gunners. We're here, man. We're here doing the thing, trust in the process. We've been here in trust in the process for 6 years now. And we've never bought into it. We always have our own opinion and all sort of stuff. But now that we have the league, I trust the process. I don't know about y'all. What I'm telling you, me, I trust the process. We have the league right now, so I trust the process. I'm looking at the building that we're building right now. We're building a mansion right now. You know what I mean? We're building a mansion right now. When you look at all these young players that we have coming in, the twins of twins, you know what I mean? Manga, you know what I mean? We still remember that we have Darman. You know what I'm saying? We have that kid from Paris Saint Germain, that 18-year-old, right? We're building a dynasty right now. We're building for the future, for the present. You know what I'm saying? We're building for the future and we're building for the present. We should rule football for a good little bit. You know what I mean? Until Arteta retire 22 years from now. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll have Jack Wilshere come and take over. And by then, we'll probably have Saka start coaching. We're gonna be doing this for a long time. When Saka finish, we're gonna have Dortmund take over. Yeah, we're gonna be running football for a long, long time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, football. Arsenal is a family club, and people still need to remember that we are a family club. I always tell people, Arteta came here as a player, he left, he went, he learned his trade, and he came back as a coach. The reason why I love Arteta is because he knows Arsenal in and out. He has a DNA of Arsenal running through his vein, through his blood. So you can't help but love this club no matter what. So I know that his fight is real, his pain is real. I could see the suffering that he went through in that Champions League final when he lost. And I can see the pain on his face and know that he understands that changes need to be made. Because you can't go and defend yourself to a title. You have to defend and attack. And that's what was missing, the attack. So I know for sure people saying Martinelli gonna go on Barcola. No, I think he's gonna strengthen on his attack. We are players that we want to sell. We are not in a position where we are a weak club anymore. We are now a strong club. And yeah, we have players that we're gonna sell, but the players that we're gonna sell is players that we want to sell. That's gonna be the difference. Players that we want to sell, players that have no use to us are as no use to us anymore are players that already played their part. You know what I mean? Players like Gabriel Jesus and stuff like that. These are the players that we're gonna move on and move away from. So not the players like Martinelli. I am just waiting to see because I honestly feel like we're sticking with Martinelli just because of the love that he has for the club. He always talk about how he want to retire this club. He's never ever hide his emotion um, from us. So Arsenal is a family club and they will repay him with the loyalty that he shows. So do the right thing. Do the right thing. Arsenal waiting for the transfer until after the World Cup because we're going to let our players' value go up. We have 15 players in Champions League. Yeah, but not how much of them we're selling. You know what I mean? Out of the 15 players, how much we actually selling? Probably only two. Probably only two. Martin Odegaard and only two we want to sell. And that's Martin Odegaard and Trossard. Who else? Who else? I'm not sure. I don't think they're going to sell Marino. I probably would have sold Marino. I hope Marino scores some nice goals and put his transfer through the roof and Atletico Madrid come and buy him. I think he's an Atletico Madrid kind of player. You know, I think he's an Atletico Madrid kind of player. So, yeah. We just bought Zubimendi and he hasn't really played properly yet. I don't see them selling Zubimendi, to be honest. I I don't know if Zubimendi was a good buy. I didn't think they needed to buy him, but we did. So let's see. Let's see. Guys, if you haven't liked the channel yet, remember to like the channel, all right? And if you are new to the channel, hit that subscription button. Please hit that subscription button, people. We're moving well in some good direction in the subscription. So go ahead and hit the subscription button. We're heading to our 6,000 subscribers. Imagine that. We're heading to our 6,000 subscribers. That's a nice little landmark, you know? So yeah, we are heading there. Hopefully we can find the 6,000 subscribers by the time the World Cup is finished. You know what I mean? There's a lot of goals that I set at the end of this World Cup. So let's see if we can push towards them. You know? Yeah, what? As I said, the intention was not to come here and say this long, but you always seem to get the best of me, people. You know what I mean? And I always seem to overstay my time when I come to that chit chat for a second and run. Let's go 6K sub goal. Yes. Yes, 6K subscriber. That is it. That's where we at. So let's do the damn thing. Let's do the damn thing. We will be back again tomorrow. Definitely be back again tomorrow. Nico said, but also the value of your target may go up too. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. That is so true, Nico. That is so true. So we might be making more and spending more. It is what it is. It is what it is. But it was fantastic. How was the show today, people? Nico, how was the show today? How was the show today with the Colleen? How did y'all rate the show today with the Colleen? Alrighty, what would you rate your 25-26 transfer window out of 10? I'd probably say 7.5. Um, I'll probably say 7. I'll say 7. Why I say 7? Because we managed to build a squad, which we needed. We needed a squad, and but we didn't manage to get in the elite attacking players that we needed to comfortably take us over the line. I would say 7 because we brought in some very useful squad players. And I think that was the purpose really of that window. This window is the one that I'm looking forward to the most to rate it because I'm looking for a 10 out of 10. We need an elite winger. We need an elite striker. We need that number 10. We need a right back. You know what I mean? And if we get those, at least those 4 positions filled, this is a 10 out of 10 window. So this is what I'm really actually looking forward to. And when I say elite, I mean elite. We don't need no more squad players. We have enough squad players. So I'm looking forward to it. This one. Yes, I am. So yeah. But I'll give it a 7 out of 10. We're gonna do a proper show where we do that. We haven't even touched on the but we'll do it another time. I want to do that on StreamYard. We haven't touched on the schedule yet. But the schedules are out. and we see what's going on. You know what I mean? Arsenal open against Coventry. I think we have Aston Villa second, Chelsea third. So it's a pretty little feisty kind of fixture. To begin with, we start our kickoff on a Friday night as well. A Friday night as well. This time is okay for me. So we'll be definitely carrying that live. What I would like to do for that, I would like a lot of you moderators to be available and bring you on the show. You know what I mean? So we can be here. But as I said, give me time. Let me work on it. Should get it up and running by then. But that's where we at. That's where we at. Arsenal going to open to a surprise draw. Yeah, it must be a Liverpool player. Must be a Liverpool supporter that say that. Must be a Liverpool. Hey, I bet it's somebody that think Mexico gonna win the World Cup saying that crap. Don't worry, I'm not 18. Liverpool will probably draw as well. Arsenal not drawing, man. Don't worry about that. I just finished reading the whole thing, man. No worries. No surprise. We the champs. We ain't playing around. We ain't playing around, man. No draw. We winning. We definitely winning, man. Nikolai, we winning, man. Come on. I think we have Liverpool about fourth or fifth too. So Liverpool ain't far away either. Liverpool ain't far away. But yeah, that is it. People, I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run. I got a catering tomorrow and all of that. Goodies to do, so I'm gonna run. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. I'm not being delusional. Mexico winning the World Cup thing, and it's a fuck. When is that? When is that? Mexico even gonna win the World Cup in 20, not even in 2098. Y'all still be trying after another World Cup. So no worries. No worries. But guys, catch you on the bounce. Tomorrow is another day. And we have a game that we're gonna bring tomorrow. And I'm the president of the United States. Yeah, we have a game that we're gonna bring tomorrow, and we have some stuff we're gonna finalize. People remember to drop your um, go over to the Instagram page, okay, and drop those WhatsApp and all of that, so we can start doing what we do the best that we do it. Okay, thank you guys for being here, man. It's been a pleasure. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Big up yourself. I mean, toxic as usual. Bless up, okay? Nico, big up yourself, Nico. I'm out.